Hi everybody, it's Rebecca. I'm coming along to show you my mini album I've just made. I did do a video on this before. I am using a video camera and it's on there, but it's stuck and I can't get it onto YouTube. So I thought I'll try again, just to show you what I've done. I'll put the link up on the description below, but this was from Following the Paper Trail, and it's Laura. And if you go along there, you'll see all her instructions and a tutorial on how to make this album and how the hinges work. It's very good, it's really simple, it's great when it's done, quick to make, so go along there and have a look. But this is how mine's turned out. It's basically a mini album, and I've decorated it with purple, because I love purple. I've put some trim, some fibres on, some ribbon, gathered ribbon trim. This is just a bit of old jewellery that I fixed on with hot glue gun, some pearls. On the front I've done a sort of arrangement of flowers, put on some leaves, a little butterfly, and what I will do is when I decide who I'm giving this one to, I'll put a plaque or something on here that'll suit in with it. I fixed a little silver button that was in my stash on the front, and a little loop that fixes onto the back. When you open this up, it's basically put together. You'll see all the instructions that Laura does, but I just used some packaging from the kids' birthdays. They got some Lego and stuff, so it's brilliant cardboard. It's really strong for doing these type of things with. So I made the backing, covered it up. This trim here is covering the wire that's holding my button on the front. I've got a tag that pops in here. This is a real mishmash of just all the bits and bobs of paper I had in my collection. So it's not from one particular collection, but I would like to get some graphic 45 and maybe make an album purely of graphic 45 things. It's all made out of envelopes that you'll see from the instructions that Laura gives you. You make it up and it's a spine like this that comes out, and each of these are envelopes that I've covered up with paper, and because they've got this 1/4 inch gaps, it gives you loads of room for putting embellishments and loads of paper in. So you attach onto the hinge that's in the centre here, you attach on your envelopes, cut both ends off, and this creates pockets. So I have bits of paper I put in with, sorry, I hope you can see that, it's like tags, and I folded them over the edge, and I've got tags popped in here. I can add on photos to, I could add on some journal spots, whatever I want to do. Another tag there, some ribbon, distressed up the edges with some Tim Holtz inks. Because it's an envelope, you can put as many tags or tickets or anything you want in there. So I put a couple in at the moment, and I've used the double-sided card stock for inside for making, so I could add on some journal spots, whatever I want to do. Another tag there, some ribbon, distressed up the edges with some Tim Holtz inks. Because it's an envelope, you can put as many tags or tickets or anything you want in there. So I put a couple in at the moment, and I've used the double-sided card stock for inside for making in here, so it's nice on both sides, so you've got both sides that you can use. Tied on some ribbon on the end. These are just the Tim Holtz on the edge dies. I did use them to cut the edges off just to make them stand out more. This one's all very plain. I thought I'd leave this for a picture. This one's the same. They're all distressed. I even distressed the centre here so that it was didn't stand out and glare with white card that you need to make the actual hinge. More tags in here, double-sided cardstock. This is just what I had in my stash, like I say. Same here, another tag on this side as well, so there's like 3 tags in this particular envelope. I came across some, this is actually the Tatter Time, the die cuts with a view collection, and that's one of them I cut out and used that. There's another tag in this side. I hope you can see this because it's quite difficult. There's another tag in this side. I hope you can see this because it's quite difficult to use. In fact, if I turn this way a bit, it might be easier. That's the Baroque Tim Holtz die. Just it's all little scraps and little bits of paper that I've used. Same on this side. Used the on the edge die, stuck it on this way, and because the on the edge die, another one I was using cut out a little bit of the card that way. Turned it round, stuck this on, so I've got a pocket going this way for my tags to go in. A little bit of scrap paper, and then again the Baroque one's in there on a bit of mulberry black paper. So it's in there. So a photo or journaling can go in that bit. Now this one I thought, right, I took a 12 by 12 strip of paper, cut it down to the width of my envelope so it fits in. And this one I've made so it's like a double. It's got 4 sides that you can journal and add on to some photographs. So that can go in there. And then because I like to cover them over, just stops them disappearing inside. Fold the edge over, and you've got a double-sided tag. Sorry, there's stuff everywhere here today. Again, I just trimmed up some black lace, stuck that in. I've got some more journal tags that I just printed off the computer. More black paper in there. Another tag. Same on this side. You can make the tags any size you want. This is quite a long one I've got here, so you can add on some journal spots on there, photos, whatever you want. And from on the edge, what I did was I lapped it over a bit further than need to, and then the bit that's left I put that on the inside so it matches up. Did the same on this side, put one there, and then another tag that pulls it here. Again, this is the double tag that opens out, and you can have loads of journaling or photos put on that one. With this one as well, because they're in the middle, what I might do is I'll add in some more scrap paper and I can put another tag or tickets or anything I want in there. Back page quite plain. I haven't overly decorated all this because I've got quite a few photos that could go in it, and I've not decided, like I say, whether I'm keeping it for myself or whether I will be giving it to someone. And I think my camera has just completely moved around from where it should be. Hold on a second. I bet you've missed half of that. It's the way I've got lighting on the side to try and hold this. Oh, it's just a disaster, this whole thing, but never mind. And again, I've got the lip in here, some lace to cover up the hook, the loop that goes around the side. I've got that on there. Another little tag in there, and then the back is plain with some lace just to cover up the attachment for the loop on the front, and then the whole thing comes round and closes on the side to try and hold this. Oh, it's just a disaster, this whole thing, but never mind. And again, I've got the lip in here, some lace to cover up the hook, the loop that goes around the side. I've got that on there. Another little tag in there, and then the back is plain with some lace just to cover up the attachment for the loop on the front, and then the whole thing comes round and closes up like that. So I've got a couple more of these I'm going to make. They are, like I say, really easy. The way they go together is really neat, it's quick. So pop over to Follow the Paper Trail and watch Laura's tutorial. You can make them as big as you want or smaller if you want. But that's my one, that's how it turned out. I was quite happy with it. So thanks for coming along and watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thanks, bye! So I've got a couple more of these.